Hey everybody, welcome to BBTraderChannel. Ricky here. I just want to welcome everybody to this channel, and I want to give a quick message on what this channel is about. This is an educational channel where I upload SPY post-market recaps. Most videos are around 5 minutes. I keep it simple, clear, and straight to the point, so you can get the key idea fast. I focus on practical information and avoid long theories. And at the end of every video, I share my personal trade plan. This channel is meant for educational purposes. I want to show how I analyze the data and how I formulate a trade plan from it. So, who is this channel for? This channel is for anyone really who wants to check in on SPY, which is an ETF that tracks the S&P 500 index. This channel is for swing traders and also day traders who want to see the bigger picture. It's for beginners and experienced traders, and also for long-term investors and retirees who just want to check in every now and then. So what will you see in my daily recaps videos? Well, this is it. You will see SPY in 4 different panels with different time frames. So I have the monthly over here in the top left, weekly bottom left, daily on the top right, and the 4-hour time frame in the bottom right. And I use the Bollinger Bands with the 20 SMA and with 2 standard deviations. I use candles only, and every video I walk through each time frame and explain the trend and the candle structure. Then I share my trade plan decision at the end. And now I will just give a gist of what I check behind the scenes. So Bollinger Bands and location. So on each time frame, I check where price is versus the bands. I ask, is price above the basis, on the basis, or below the basis? I check the basis slope. Is it rising? Is it flat? Is it all falling? I check if the bands are expanding or is it pinching, like over here. Pinching, then expanding. And next I check the candle structure. I read the swing structure. So an up structure is higher highs and higher lows, and a down structure is lower highs and lower lows. I also watch how candles behave around the basis. If candles keep crossing the basis back and forth, I respect the chop. Next, I look at the acceptance versus rejection. I look for acceptance or rejection usually at the basis, the upper and lower bands. So acceptance means that the candle bodies close to a level and then it stayed there. So for example, this one here, it went above and tested the basis and the candle stayed there. Rejection means price wicks into a level, then closes back away. So for example, this one here, so price came down to test the basis, even pierced through, and then got rejected and went the other way. So this helps me avoid traps and fakeouts. The next thing I check is the other targets and the magnet levels. The key magnets are usually the basis, the upper and lower bands on the 4-hour and the daily time frame. Sometimes the weekly and the monthly basis matters too if they're nearby. So these magnets help me pick realistic target 1 and target 2. And then up next, I would check for a stop loss and an invalidation. So I always define my stop and what would invalidate my trade idea. Then I ask one simple question: can I place a stop loss that is realistic and still leaves enough room for to reach my targets without getting shaken out? And then up next, I would also check the economic calendar for any major events. For example, the CPI, the jobs data, and the Fed FOMC days. If a major event is coming, I respect higher volatility and bigger swings, so that can change my decision from being active to being more cautious. And lastly, I review my risk management. Risk management is the most important part of my playbook. Every trade has risk, and no trade is 100% guaranteed, so I try to only take clean setups where the potential reward is clearly bigger than the risk. And before I take any trade, I define my risk and what I'm willing to lose for that possible gain. So if the reward isn't worth the risk, I stay flat. So how I make my trade decision is that I use all of the above information together. Then I formulate my trade plan decision to either go long, go short, or just stay flat. And I clearly explain my reasoning in every video for my trade plan decision. So those are the main things that I check before I make my recap videos. And disclaimer, as always, this is just my personal trading opinion and not financial advice. Please always do your own research. So, if you like this style of recap, please subscribe. And thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.